What's up, everyone? It's Scott from SANspotter.com again, and I just showed up at Dubai International Airport a full 12 hours before my scheduled flight to London on British Airways. It's not like I was feeling super paranoid about missing this flight or anything, but I figured sitting in an airport for half a day would be a spectacular way to force me to catch up on all the blog writing that I had fallen behind on lately. That was the plan anyway. Unfortunately, just minutes after clearing security, I received a notification from British Airways that the originally scheduled 1:30 a.m. departure time for this flight had slipped to 4:05 a.m. Considering all the writing I needed to catch up on, spending the next 14 hours here inside the confines of DXB was probably a blessing in disguise. However, the problem is that I'm old and boring, and a 1:30 a.m. departure time was already well beyond the limits of what I was comfortable with. How the heck am I going to survive until 4 a.m.? The current time is 7:30 p.m. I've written 1,800 words so far, and I've walked this terminal from end to end 5 freaking times already. I figured that getting some sleep would be wise, but in addition to being old and boring, my brain is as hyperactive as ever, and ain't no way I can sleep in a busy airport. But hey, if you've ever wondered what it's like behind the seats here at gate D15, here you go. You know, there are certainly worse places in the world to be stuck overnight in an airport. The shops and restaurants here inside DXB are open 24 hours, so it's not like I was deprived of essentials such as food, water, and $3,000 Rolex watches or anything. This was interesting. Did you know that there are dedicated bins here inside the terminal for discarding excess stuff? It didn't really make any sense to me until I saw this. Nope, that's not sketchy at all. Oh my god, I think I'm gonna make it. And you know what? I was so happy to see this plane that I didn't even care that it was a 777 instead of the originally scheduled A350. I can't even begin to tell you how good it felt to be walking down this jet bridge towards the plane. It was slow going for a while, which gave me plenty of time to practice pronouncing some of the names of my newest patrons. Ocean Hovit? I'm not sure if I can pronounce your name correctly, but it sure sounds cool. Thanks so much for being a patron. You know, I was sort of expecting this to be a very zombie-like experience, with everyone feeling and looking half dead. But you know what? Standing here listening to the conversations around me made this seem like I was boarding an 11 a.m. flight to Honolulu or something. Everyone was still in a pretty good mood, actually. Well, this isn't the A350 that I had originally booked, but it is a flight that gets me one step closer to home, so I'll take it. It turns out that the A350 had an issue on the ground back at LHR, and they had to swap it out with this 777. Which is fine by me, I guess, since I've never had the opportunity to review British Airways 777 economy class. So yeah, on with the review. Here's the legroom, which doesn't really matter since I'm going to be dead asleep all the way to London. A full-size blanket and a pillow with little airplane propellers on it? Hell yeah, man. And this USB port was really nice to see as well, especially since it's been 14 hours since my phone has had a proper charge. I just spent 14 hours in an airport. It's way past my bedtime, and now I'm dealing with water dripping down on my head, Chinese water torture style. I don't recommend sitting directly underneath the air conditioning vents on any 777 in a hot climate because, well, dripping condensation is a mofo. Since I'm planning on sleeping for the entire flight, let's have a look at the video entertainment system while we're still here on the ground. To be honest, there really isn't much to say about it other than it being really slow. The fact that I hadn't completely lost my mind at this point from all the water dripping down on my head says a lot about how patient I can be. All those years of my cat walking across my keyboard as I'm trying to edit video have toughened me up, I guess. If you couldn't tell, we're in the air now and finally on our way to London. I tried my best to stay awake for the meal service, but it's important to remember what I said earlier about me being old and boring. If it's exciting British Airways trip reports you're looking for, do be sure to check out Neil and his Moment in the Sky YouTube channel. I highly recommend it. Quite frankly, I had no idea what they were going to serve on a delayed overnight flight like this. I certainly wasn't in the mood for a full meal service, so I guess this chicken wrap and Kit Kat bar was perfect. No complaints from me at all. Hard to believe I made it through the first meal service without passing out face first into my Kit Kat bar. Sometimes I amaze even myself. Anyway, I'd estimate that maybe 50% of the other passengers took part in the meal service. Even then, there were many who simply took the food, stuffed it in the seat back pocket, and fell back to sleep. It's about 6 a.m. now. We're somewhere over Iraq, and I'm standing here in the loo trying to get epic content for this review. Here's the sink, and here's me looking confused. Screw this. I need to be sleeping. I just may survive this yet. We're not far from London now, and I haven't even started hallucinating from the lack of sleep yet. Wait a sec. Is that Tongan traveler stuck to the ceiling up there in business class? In all seriousness, I've got to say that this may have been the best sleep I've had in economy class in years. I actually woke up feeling refreshed, which was really important because I had a Ryanair flight to catch a few hours after landing. So, this is normally the part where I build up some suspense about the meal in which I'm about to consume, but that omelet sticker kind of gives it away, doesn't it? Oh well. Now, if I can just open this. When you're just hours away from your first ever Ryanair flight, proper nutrition is absolutely vital. Not that I was expecting anything to go wrong, but this omelet really hit the spot, and it gave me all the energy I was going to need to deal with any ultra low-cost carrier shenanigans I may encounter today. That shaky camera footage signified our touchdown on runway 9 right at London's Heathrow Airport, and man, I'm happy to be here. That's it, folks. Thanks for coming along with me tonight, and I hope you'll stay tuned for that crazy Ryanair video, which is coming in 2 weeks. It was an interesting experience for sure. Take care, thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.